So we're kicking it off here with Legend Pimps, captain of Team Classic. Now, Legend Pimps, great guy. I've known him since 2004 when he first competed against me in a free-for-all at an MLG event. I had to knock him out that round, but Legend Pimps had a great show. And then in 2007, he came on board with us as a referee because he just couldn't form that top tier of a Halo 2 team. But now he seems to have a great team assembled here in Halo 3. These guys have been practicing online every day for hours at a time, and these guys are prepared for this event. But looking at the action right now, Sundance, it looks like we had the instinct all over Team Classic base to kick this one off. You see Lunchbox and Macchio both pushing in on the opposite side of the map. Lunchbox is taken down, Macchio pushing back through the long hallway. Now over on the other side of the map, we have Fear picking up the rocket launcher here for Team Classic. We got Macchio still looking for Fear. He heard his teammates calling him out, doesn't see him, but he is hit by a grenade from Ant. So we're switching over here to Fear from Team Classic. Now Fear, haven't seen him at all. I'm sorry, this is Soldier we're checking out right now.
Now again, folks, just like you, we're a little bit new to these players as well. We haven't seen these guys before up on the main stage. It's the first time for them. But as we said, it's a new year, it's a new game, and it's wide open. These are teams that in the past have had mixed levels of success, but right now one of these teams is sitting here fighting for a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in the championship round.
All right, well, we have Roy here working on the green box on the opposite side of the map. He's pushing in, helps out Victory with the kill on Fear, and now Macchio's going to grab the first flag of the game. So with 3 down for Team Classic, we have Instinct already moving with the objective. Macchio got it to long hallway. You see Roy paving the way, clearing out the spawns. And now this looks like it's going to be a free cap unless Amp can pull something big. He's coming from Overshield. Roy was taken down. We're switching over to Macchio now, who's running with the flag. He wasn't able to put it in. The flag's down on top of their team flat. Lunchbox trying to protect it as Fear is charging through the long hallway. Unable to touch the flag. We're going to Soldier, who's trying to move in on the return. Roy's grabbing the flag. Soldier and Legend double team Roy, so now Fear, that Soldier we're checking out. The graphic will change here shortly. But they are all over the base, so right now we are... And so Soldier grabs the sniper on his new respawn, but the flag was scored there by Instinct, Sundance.
Great job right there of not freaking out when the flag was down in their head. They knew they were going to be on respawn. A good job of being patient. Again, we've mentioned sometimes you rush out. Here's a flag pull again, but
now this is the counter cap. Instinct had the flag all over their base, but they all died, and they basically had to force it through in the final moments. Team Classic doing a great job of counter-capping. They took out 3 members of Instinct at the same time, and then they just rushed that flag through the narrow hallway.
Absolutely, Puckett. As you mentioned, that's a trait you'll see in a team that's been around, that's been competing for a while, that knows what they're doing. As we mentioned, these guys, you may not have seen them on the main stage before, but they've been playing for a long time. And Legend Pimp, he saw a lot of Halo 2 last year as a ref here for us.
And a nice job there by Soldier to pick up the beatdown. Misses a second snipe, but he hit a player once, forcing him to back down. Meanwhile, Fear, his teammate, is pushing in with the rockets. So Team Classic in complete control. You see all the spawns on Sniper side. That means that the whole long hallway side of the map is going to be clear, and Ant is going to run this one in.
You called it, Puckett. They cleared the way for Ant, and he was able to pull that flag, and he's basically walked in uncontested right now.
Well, you see Soldier still clearing it out as Ant puts that flag in. All right, well, Ant was taken down. Let's hop over to Instinct. We got Victor X with no shield sitting on his side of the map. Right now, Instinct seeming to be outslayed as, notice, check this out, Sundance. 5 minutes into this game, we already have 3 captures, 2 of them from Team Classic. After a slow start, these guys are really picking it up strong. Their flag is out right now, but no big deal because neither team in a position to cap.
One thing I'll say is these teams maybe not so familiar with one another, haven't played too many times or scrimmed too many times, so they're probably feeling each other out in the beginning, but it seems like they're doing it at full speed.
Now, one thing also to note, Sundance, is Instinct started off very slow against Final Boss and turned it on in the end. We saw Victory X kind of struggling. His VR seems to be tightening up as he games. You see a nice 4-shot taking down Soldier here. And now with 3 down from Team Classic, Instinct is going to be looking to make a flag capture here. Oh, and they got a lucky spawn in the base. You see now Victory X is going to have to take on 3 people. He's assassinated by a 3rd. So that's fortuitous spawn there for Team Classic.
Now, is there anything that Instinct could have done to try and block that spawn, or were they were all focusing on that flag?
Well, they were a little bit out of position. They could have backed up a little closer to Needler to block the spawn, but they had 2 places they could have spawned, either at the sniper side or in the flag. They got lucky and got the flag spawn because Legend Pimps and Ant were waiting for them over on sniper side.
I need all the new Halo 3 pros. All new Halo 3 pros to meet.
All right, well, Ant pushing through long haul. He's fighting 2 players, and he nearly took down Roy, but Roy picks up the kill.
Word on the street again, I'm going to say, we said it last round, sorry there, probably to cut you off, is that Roy does not lose head-to-head BR battles. Apparently he is just sick with the BR in Halo 3.
And what's really fun to watch is how he controls his cursor. It seems to whip around sometimes, but it always finds its way to the head at the precise moment that he pulls the trigger. So with that said, let's switch to Roy, and just as I did, he lost his sniper rifle. We're going to go over to Soldier now for Team Classic, who's controlling the rocket, taking down Victory X. Macchio is waiting for an overshield, it looked like, and there it is. Now, after the double kill killing spree from Soldier, he's got an overshield as well, as Fear, his teammate, is running the flag, the 3rd and final flag through the long hallway. Soldier's going to do the damage. Fear's going to put it in. He's got no one shooting him in the back, and that is game over.
Wow, what a start here for Team Classic. They've got to be feeling super confident after that one, Puckett. They got a little shaky in the beginning, as you said, and then they turned it on.
And I'm really surprised, actually. Team Classic seems at home here on the main stage. Nothing bothering them.
Well, you know, maybe Legend Pimp's had a conversation with his teammates because he's seen people work it out on the main stage. He's also seen him fail, so he's definitely not a stranger to this environment.
All right, well, let's take a look at the stats here. We have Fear going 11-8 with 2 caps. Meanwhile, Soldier, big game, +6. You saw that ending play by him was what secured the final cap. He picked up the rockets, he got double kill, grabbed the overshield, and continued to spawn camp while his teammates ran it in untouched.
And also the fact that he was able to get Macchio off of that overshield. Maybe Instinct was worried too much about the overshield to try and get themselves in a position to cap. It ended up costing them 3 down, and that allowed Team Classic to run that last flag in.
All right, well, on Instinct side, we had Roy breaking even. Meanwhile, it was Lunchbox who seemed to struggle. -5, Macchio positive ratio, but it wasn't enough because they weren't focused enough on the objectives. So Team Captain Macchio there from the Instinct trying to calm his team down, get them together. They're going into Team Slayer on Narrows next.